G'day everybody and welcome back to another trip report. Today I'm here at Proserpine, Whitsunday Coast Airport. Today I'm going to be flying Bonza on board this Boeing 737 MAX 8, also known as Bonza, from here in Proserpine down to Sunshine Coast, Bonza's base. In case you didn't know, I am, obviously so excited for today's flight. This is the very first Bonza flight available to the general public. So I'm very excited that you're here today to watch me and come with me on this wonderful journey. So, as I said earlier, there's Bonza, the plane that will be taking us down to Sunshine Coast. It arrived in here earlier, but that was an invite-only flight. So it had what Bonza are calling local legends and the press, I think, and other important people like that. But this is the first flight that anyone was able to book, and I'm lucky enough to be here today joining this flight. Okay, so a little bit of information about Proserpine Airport. Currently it's only served by 3 airlines other than Bonza. Qantas fly Q400s to Brisbane, Virgin fly 737s to Brisbane, and Jetstar fly A320s to Brisbane, Sydney and Melbourne. And also Skytrans fly little regional propellers to Cairns. But today we're here to celebrate Bonza, Australia's newest low-cost airline, for 15 years. And here's the check-in desk. What wonderful colours. So I did see some agents there earlier, so let's go and see if we can check in. Okay, so just spoke to the very friendly Bonza staff. They turned up after about 10 minutes. You're not really meant to be able to check in until 3 or 3:30, which is 90 to 120 minutes before departure, which is what it'll normally be, but she's going to see what she can do. So yeah, so far very good, and yeah. Okay, so a very friendly Bonza staff member just informed me that they will be able to get us checked in at 3 o'clock, so 2 hours before departure. So now I'm just going to head through security, and then I'll come back through in about half an hour when check-in opens. Security check completed. Staff are abnormally friendly, I would say. And yeah, the system's okay. It's not particularly automated. That's all right. I just spoke to someone who flew up on the inaugural from Sunshine Coast today. Apparently, I was wrong to some extent. Apparently there are only 2 passengers that actually bought tickets and weren't invited, because the rest were just press and people that were invited. So yeah, I checked multiple times, but apparently there was just like 2 nights for a space of a few minutes where I don't know if it was on purpose or if they did it by accident, but yeah, apparently there were 2 people that actually managed to get on that. So yeah, a little bit disappointed about that. That does make me a little bit sad, but that's okay. Still a very monumental flight this evening. It is, I would say, it's still the first one available to the general public. Anyways, now let's stop talking about Bonza just for 30 seconds. Here at Proserpine Airport, it's actually a really lovely modern airport. There's some nice ceiling fans, and yeah, it's well air conditioned. There's one place to get food from here, which looks pretty okay. Some nice wood around, some good tables and places to charge, and there's a mini aquarium here, which I think is really, really cool. I've never seen it in an airport before. I'm sure there are some in other places around the world. For a mini regional airport, I think it's really cool. Okay, so I'm just going to go around here because there is a better viewing spot so you can see the fish. Looks very cool. So a lot of people with Bonza wristbands and t-shirts that have just arrived off that bus. While I'm waiting for this check-in to open, it's been about 20 minutes since 3 o'clock, so it's still not open yet. My plane for today is Victor Hotel, Uniform India Kilo. It's a 2019 built Boeing 737-8 as they call it now, but I still like to think of it as the MAX 8. It was ordered new by Lot Polish Airlines, but it wasn't taken up, and then it was eventually delivered to Bonza in 2022. Okay, so staff are very friendly. There's a few people that I had to wait behind. That's okay, because I've got my boarding pass. I checked in online, but I just wanted to have a boarding pass for this special flight. So, yeah. Long line in security now. Some staff members are going around passing out cake. I'm hoping I'm going to get some. They came around to hand out a bit more cake, so I took advantage of that. Went and bought a mineral water and some chips. The cafe over there has a lot of fast food, like hot dogs and chips and stuff. So, yeah. It's a nice vibe in here, but the music's very loud. They're using a megaphone to call out the orders.
I won't say too much, just thank you very much. You have the honour of being the first person to book officially with us. We'd just like to recognise that, and it's only appropriate we recognise that with your own Bonza budgie smugglers. So thank you very much.
Wow, the first one. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. I work for ocean rafting, and these will go handy at Whitehaven Beach, so if you see these purple things at Whitehaven, you know it's going to be me. So congratulations to Bonza. I'm very excited considering I was the first one to book, so I'm actually taking some time off now, so thank you. And going to Noosa to see my brother. He runs Peppers in Noosa there, so taking advantage of that. So well done, Bonza, and Bonza, and thank you to everyone else.
Great, thanks very much. Enjoy your time with Whitsundays, and thank you.
It's very hard to hear. It's now time to board.
Rhythm for Bonza. Write a song about Bonza.
Are you happy to be on YouTube?
Pardon?
You happy to be on YouTube?
Oh, I'd love it! Oh, here, I'll sing it. Be a Wednesday, Bonza's coming to the Whitsunday. Be a Wednesday, Bonza's here today. That's the Chevre and Sheila. That's come to the Whitsunday. That's the Chevre and Sheila.
Hi, thank you. Thank you so much.
Enjoy it.
Thank you. See ya. Thank you. Hi. Thank you. Nice to see you too.
Excellent.
I'm great, thanks.
You're just going one. Did you come up with this as well?
No, I didn't, unfortunately.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yep.
Welcome aboard, Hugo. Just down here, mate. It's a window.
Thank you very much. Welcome on board the Bonza 737-800. Seats, as always, are in a 3-3 layout. Thank you. Still smells like a very new aircraft. you.
That's alright.
My seat for today's 26A on the right side of the aircraft when boarding from the front. I have a great view of this beautiful 737 MAX's wing. Welcome on board the Bonza 737 MAX 8, seat 26A. Okay, so after that announcement, now let's go through the seat features. So legroom on this aircraft, there's no information about it online, so I don't know what it is. It's, I think, maybe 76 centimetres. It's anywhere from 74 to 76 centimetres and 29 to 30 inches, which for a low-cost airline is a little bit better than Jetstar. And it's the same as a Qantas 737 actually, so I think it's very good. And then just here you have a tray table. Everything smells and feels very new, which you can pull out and in. It's got a cup slot, of course, and it's not foldable, however. It looks, I thought it might double as a coat hook, but no. There's coat hooks on either side. There's a USB port here, which is very handy, and the only other domestic planes in Australia that have that is Jetstar's new A321neos, Dreamliners, and the Qantas 737s. Then back here you have a little seat back pouch for the safety card. There's nothing else in there, I don't think. Okay, here's the seat back pocket. It's really nicely, you can pull it back. Just be careful that if you put a phone or something, it doesn't slip out there. Now, down here, this is what I'm most impressed about. There's a universal power outlet. That is not seen, as far as I'm aware, on any economy class seat in Australia. This is like an ultra low cost carrier, Australia's supposedly cheapest carrier. The seat features on this aircraft are absolutely bonza, or incredible. I mean, seriously. There's two different power sources. There's a universal power outlet and a USB port. Those aren't found on almost every other airline, let alone an ultra low cost carrier. Legroom is perfectly fine for a short flight, and it's better than Jetstar, so yeah. I mean, oh, I forgot to show you. There's a headrest, which is really easily adjustable. It feels very smooth. It's pretty soft, though it's quite thin, and you can adjust the sides. And yeah, it's a pretty thin seat, but it's okay. Probably comparable to that of the Jetstar A320. Yeah, as I was saying, honestly, like, it's probably my favourite seat in Australia. For me, especially since I record, having that is so helpful. I really don't know what to say. I'm so impressed with the seats here on board the Bonza 737-8. So, yeah. I mean, sure, legroom's not as good as Virgin 737 or a Qantas A330, but the seat features, like, I don't really know what to say. This is supposed to be a bit less of a review, more of just a cool vlog or whatever. I'll do a proper review once they've launched properly, but first impressions are it's an incredible seat. And yes, they sell budgie smugglers on board, and I like that the crew are trying to put a bit of humour into the announcements. I think it's amazing. There's also a bug here. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be there. Oh, yep. Bonza seem to have everything upside down as well. There might be a joke in that. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be an Australia joke. Yep, funny nonetheless. Here's the safety card. I don't think there's anything else down there. No. Oh, and of course here's the overhead air vents. There's a light and everything. Cooler. And yeah.
All your belongings need to be put in the overhead lockers for takeoff and landing. This is a non-smoking flight. Smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are not permitted at any time. If you haven't already, make sure you download the FlyBonza app to order food drinks directly to your seat during the flight. You can also use the QR code in front of you. You'll also find some entertainment on those apps. A team of Bonza legends are here to make sure your flight is as awesome as possible. If you need any help, just ask. Thank you and welcome aboard. Hello again. We trust that you had a fantastic day in the beautiful Whitsunday coast. If you're just joining us, welcome on board. It is my pleasure to introduce the cabin crew legends flying you back to the Sunshine Coast this afternoon. Your pilots are Captain Mark Tatum and the first officer is Captain Scott Hayward. Your legends in the cabin are Helen, Jasmine and Michelle. Once again, my name is Brett. Please remove any headphones and pause all electronic devices for the safety demonstration. We ask that you give the cabin crew your attention for the next few minutes, even if you fly often. Your seatbelt should be securely fastened low and tight across your hips. Fasten by placing the clasp into the metal buckle. Adjust by pulling the strap, and to release, lift the metal buckle. Your seatbelt must be securely fastened whenever you are seated, directed by your cabin crew, and whenever the seatbelt sign is illuminated. There are 8 emergency exits on this aircraft. Your crew are pointing these out now. There are 2 doors at the front, 4 exits over the wings, and 2 doors at the back. Take a moment to locate your nearest and alternative exit, remembering it may be behind you. A good idea is to count the number of seats between you and the exit. Please remember, in an emergency, cabin baggage must not be taken off the aircraft. This aircraft is fitted with escape slides, which your crew will use in the event of an emergency. In the unlikely event of an emergency, lights will illuminate along the floor and guide you to the nearest exit. The cabin will be pressurized during the flight. If oxygen is
This airport is small enough that we do start up here and then use the engines to turn around and taxi. No pushback truck needed.
Remove any mouth coverings and place the oxygen mask over your nose and mouth like this and breathe normally, adjusting the mask if necessary. Fit your own mask before assisting children or others. If the mask doesn't inflate, don't worry. Oxygen will flow, so just breathe normally. A life jacket is located underneath your seat. When required, remove it from its case and place it over your head. Pass the strap around your waist and clip securely in the front.
Now time to backtrack the runway and then we should take off. sure if we're going to get a water cannon salute, which is a bit sad. Hopefully we will in Sunshine Coast.
Hello again. Now that we are on our way, I'd like to tell you a bit about the flight. Once the seatbelt sign is turned off, you are welcome to use any large electronic devices and the charging ports. All transmitting devices, including smartwatches, have to remain in flight mode. We do recommend that while seated, keep your seatbelt securely fastened. You can purchase food and drink from our Aussie menu via the QR code in front of you, and our team of legends will deliver it to your seat. The Bonza legends will be in the cabin soon. If you need any help, we accept credit cards. On this aircraft, we have 3 toilets, one at the front and 2 at the back of the aircraft. If the team or I can do anything to make your flight more Bonza, please do not hesitate to ask. For now, sit back, chill out and enjoy your flight to the beautiful Sunshine Coast. Thank you.
By the way, there's a little bit less excitement on this flight because I think about 80% of these people flew up here as well, because most of them are local legends or news reporters. So, yeah. Really nice and smooth takeoff. I love the 737 MAX. I haven't flown on it since I flew Fiji Airways about 8 months ago, so kind of forgot what it felt like, but yeah. Beautiful takeoff and beautiful plane. Okay, so just still climbing to cruising altitude. Bonza just keeps coming with these Bonza surprises, and I love the humour that the flight attendants and everything are using with the word Bonza and everything. It's great. It's a really nice feeling on board Bonza and the 737 MAX. Anyways, now here is the in-flight entertainment slash buy onboard service, I guess. I mean, I don't even know what to say about this airline, honestly. It's so cheap. $59 flight, which if you were to try and even get to Brisbane, it would cost at least $150 probably, let alone a more rural place. It's just incredible. I honestly don't know what to say. I think it's just a absolutely wonderful service here on board Bonza so far. Okay. So let's have a look at some of the combo deals. Wind down, bubbly stuff in the mix, just a cold one, designated driver. Ooh, I could have an alcohol-free beer. Going crackers, flyer reviver, getting hangry. Such a funny airline, I absolutely love it. There we go, Tucker. Silver tongue lavash crackers. Big vintage cheese. Happy snacks. Mama breakfast muffin. Aussie. It's all Australian menu. Booze. Which is alcohol, in case you didn't know that. So I won't be needing any of that. You can get budgie smugglers, which is Australian slang for speedos. Yeah. Very funny. Look, it's not the most extensive menu. It's not quite as extensive as Jetstar, but I mean, what can you expect? It's really good. Now, what could they possibly have here? Listener, I think you can listen to radio. Shazza touchdown. Okay, so there's not really any proper movies or anything, which is completely fair. But yeah, there's still a little bit of stuff. Check out Listener, and I'll let you know what it's like later. I mean, once again, I've been left speechless. I think it's an incredible thing considering the price and everything, and it's free. So, yeah, I'll order some stuff soon and try it out. And no trolleys, which I'm not sure if that exists on any other airline. So just order it through the app and they'll bring it over. So, yeah. Takeoff is also fitted with the Boeing Sky interior, which gives it a little bit of a nicer feeling. So I completely forgot about the thirst quenchers section, so let's have a look at this. Alcohol-free beer, cold-pressed orange juice, Saxby's lemonade, Saxby's cola, Saxby's ginger beer, spring water, Bigfoot Straw tonic, what is this? Coffee, tea, a couple of different types of tea. And the prices are pretty good actually too, like they're slightly cheaper than Jetstar. Also forgot to show games earlier, there's a few of them too. So, yeah.
Mark Tatton on behalf of the Captain, Scott Haywood, First Officer Tours would like to welcome our service down to Sunshine Coast. Climbing up to 37,000 feet, expecting to smooth lines, faster seatbelt signs are being switched on. And we will reduce the juice going couple. Safety remains seated just in case we experience any unforecasted bumps along the way. The weather for arrival into Sunshine Coast, it's indicating 30 degrees, a slight northwesterly breeze. And we'll have you disembark in the aircraft just after 6:30 local time. If there's any changes to that time of arrival or to the weather, we'll get back to you. But in the meantime, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the service from Bonza.
Is it just me or is that like 50 not cruise ships, cargo ships just moored out there? Okay, now I must say prices great. Here's what I've ordered. So I ordered lavash crackers and some cheese. So they're both combos. Lavash crackers and cheese, $5. I don't know how much that would cost on Jetstar because they don't have the same thing. What I do know is $5 on Jetstar will get you a small pack of cookies. So in my opinion, that's a little bit better. So yeah. And then the Fly Revive, I think, is an even better deal. On Jetstar, they charge $4 or $5 for a drink, and it's no sugar too. So yeah, $5.85 for no sugar lemonade and an Anzac biscuit. Once again, Jetstar you'd be paying. I mean, I don't know exactly because they don't have the same things, but you'd be paying more, I can tell you that. Absolutely amazing. Okay, now welcome to the world's first Bonza review. So first up, the leg space. It's pretty standard, but it's also definitely doesn't lack. Yeah, it just smells very new everywhere in this cabin. Up here, very high, there's a coat hook. And yeah, just here there's a tap. There's actually quite a nice amount of space. Some soap, toilet paper. No particularly amazing amenities, but it's all you need. Overall, considering, oh, never mind. There, I take it back. There's some amenities to match other airlines. So overall, I'd say it's a moderately Bonza loo. my seat. Hopefully my food will come soon. Okay, it's been a while. I still haven't got my food. Quite a slow service, but you know, it's kind of a bit of fun. For a short flight, it's okay. Lots of people standing up and talking about everything. It's a nice flight. I was handed this upon boarding, by the way. So yeah, I'm going to try it out right now. There we go. Looks very nice. Now let me try it. Pretty nice. It's very soft. Okay, even though there's not necessarily nice views, actually we're just encountering a few bumps, but I just love looking out the window, seeing the beautiful 737 MAX, split scimitars, and the Bonza logo. Okay, cabin crew finally, about 25 minutes before scheduled to land, got to me, and here's what I got for $10.80. I think it's pretty good. Normally on flights you get a mini 200ml can. Here on Bonza, so I got this and this Anzac cookie for $5.80. This is 330 mils. Got some ice, nice Bonza plastic cup. It's a reusable cup, which is cool. And then for $5, I got sea salt sourdough bites and some cheese to go with that. So overall, I think it's a really Bonza buy on board service, and yeah, I'll let you know how it will taste. But in terms of price and everything, it's good. The crew are friendly. It's kind of cool. It's almost like you're a waiter. Aussie smugglers all round. Okay, I'll show you the stuff in just a second, but cheers to Bonza. Here's my $10 dinner, albeit not very healthy, on board Bonza. Okay, so I poured lemonade in here, got some ice. Let me taste that. Nice lemonade, especially since it's sugar-free. I have an Anzac cookie here.
Your legends will now be making their way through the cabin for a final rubbish collection. If you have any unwanted items, please pass them to the crew as they make their way through the cabin. Shortly, the captain will turn on the
They're pretty good, quite dry, but pretty nice.
Electronic devices, including laptops, must be switched off or put away. You may continue to use all electronic devices until we arrive at the gate. But all devices must be removed from the charging port. Thank you.
I don't have time to keep crunching in the microphone, so I'll just let you know I've tried the cheese and crackers, and it's pretty tasty. So yeah, overall, a good and very well priced, I don't know what you call this, buy on board feast or whatever, from Bonza. Have now started our descent, in case that wasn't obvious, into Sunshine Coast Airport, formerly known as Maroochydore Airport. What incredible coastline views out there.
Arrival into the Sunshine Coast. Please return to your seat and make sure that your seatbelt is firmly fastened. Large electronic devices, including laptops, must be switched off and put away. You may continue to use all electronic devices until we arrive at the gate, and all devices must be removed from their charging ports. Thank you.
Okay, now I'm going to do a very quick conclusion of today's wonderful Bonza flight with Bonza. So, yeah, I'm not going to do a proper conclusion or compare it, even though I will say it's better than Jetstar. I'm not going to go into detail until I can fly on it, because I know that they might be doing something slightly different, or they might have nicer crew or whatever on this flight. But either way, I'll say that my experience today was absolutely Bonza. I had a once in a lifetime experience. I'm so grateful to be able to be on this flight. And yeah, I mean, I really hope that Bonza can just become a really successful airline here in Australia. My concern about the airline is not an issue with the airline, it's actually with the money that I hope they will make, because these flights are so cheap and, in my opinion, provide such good service from what I've seen that I'm concerned for Bonza, because I want them to stay around longer. I just hope that they can become profitable, because Australia is notoriously hard to start up a new airline in. But yeah, look, I think I have confidence in it. I think it's a great, unique airline and connects a lot of remote communities. So yeah, my conclusion would be it's an absolutely Bonza amazing airline. So yeah, seriously, I really wish Bonza, everyone at Bonza, all the best. And I will certainly try and fly on them again as often as I can. I mean, considering the price, I wouldn't have no issue picking this over maybe even Virgin, despite the fact that I have Velocity Gold. So yeah, overall, a absolutely great flight with Bonza today. The only thing that could be improved is the speed of the service. I always knew it was going to be a bit like that though, because it's a very new and unique service. But yeah, it's also just a second flight that the crew have ever done. So yeah, I can't blame them really. I just hope that they get better over time. So yeah, anyways, enjoy the approach and landing into Sunshine Coast Airport. Now time for a beautiful approach and landing into Sunshine Coast Airport. Might be international actually. I think Air New Zealand might actually fly from there to Auckland. Shazza and Sheila are in the background there. With that wobbly landing, welcome to Sunshine Coast.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and for the very first time, Bonza, welcome to the Sunshine Coast. The local time is 6:36 p.m. We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of this land and pay our respects to elders past, present and emerging. For your safety and the safety of those around you, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched off. If your mobile phones are within reach, you're welcome to use these now. You will be leaving us via the tarmac. We ask that all electronic devices are not used until you have entered the terminal. Before leaving, please check your seat for your personal belongings and be really careful when opening overhead lockers, as items may have moved during the flight. When you leave the aircraft, please follow the direction of our ground crew. A reminder that smoking and the use of e-cigarettes are not permitted on the tarmac or inside the terminal building. On behalf of our legends on board today, we would like to thank you for flying with Bonza, and we do look forward to seeing you on board again soon. If the Sunshine Coast is home, welcome home. If you're visiting loved ones, enjoy some special time together. And if you're here for business, please don't work too hard. Thank you and have an awesome evening.
As of right now, on the runway, our aircraft is the 9th most tracked in the world on Flight Radar 24. I was tracking the very first this morning, and the one that all of the news people were on, and local legends and invited people. And that was, I think at one point in time it was number 3, maybe even higher. So yeah, it's a big moment in aviation history, not just Australia. I don't think we're going to get a water cannon salute, unfortunately, but I guess it is an ultra low cost carrier. Now time to disembark.
See you, bud.
See you later. Nice to see you, mate. Have a good one.
Go out, okay?
See ya.
Hey, buddy.
See ya.
All the best, mate.
Good, thank you. See ya. Goodbye.
You're a legend.
Thank you. Amazing. Bonza.
Bonza.
Yep. Okay, so I think it's now about time to finish up today's video on board Bonza. I'd like to thank you all for watching today's video. A like and subscription if you enjoyed it would be so much appreciated. But if not, then that's okay because it's not expected nor necessary. So yeah, there's the Bonza check-in, which is cool to see. And make sure to check out my website at aviation763.com for information on upcoming flights and easier navigation to certain airlines trip reports. I was right about Air New Zealand to Auckland, by the way. So yeah, check out my community tab for a little bit of information on upload schedule, as well as some fun polls that you might want to participate in. And finally, people who follow my Instagram would have known about me being on this trip sooner than anybody else. So make sure to check out my Instagram if you want at aviation763_ for somewhat live updates and some cool photos. I'd like to thank you all for watching today's very special and amazing video. Yeah, have a great day and I hope to see you in my next video.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and for the very first time, Bonza, welcome to the Sunshine Coast.